I'm here with Shankar Mahadevan of Shankar Ehsan Loy. He's visiting here in the Bay Area and performing for TiCon 2011. Please welcome Shankar Mahadevan. Shankarji, welcome to the Bay Area and performing for TiCon. How are you feeling?
It's a great feeling because I think it's a new thing for me. I've come here not only as a performer this time, but also to feature my new, my new baby, as you can call it, as an entrepreneur. I've come here to feature my academy. It's called Shankar Mahadevan Academy. It's an online academy that I've set up, and we've set up a booth over there and meeting so many people. And it's a new innovative idea because an academy like this does not exist. So it's very exciting. Yeah.
What genre of music and what are you teaching in the academy? And how can students learn online? How effective would that be?
Yeah, it's very effective because we tried it out, we tested it, we did a lot of pilot, we did a lot of pre-launch activities and homework. We did our homework well, and we realized that it really works. We are teaching, as of now, we are teaching Hindustani classical music, Carnatic classical music, a lot of Bollywood songs for the hobby singing segment, devotional, and stuff like that. So it's a very comprehensive setup where you get to learn, you get to practice, you get to do assignments, submit it, and you get feedback from the academy. You also get a certificate, and if you shine out there, you may even get a chance to perform or sing with me.
Oh, that is wonderful. And there is a lot of buzz right now. I can see your booth is getting a lot of activity, and there's so many children in the Bay Area that, I know my kids and other kids, there's not enough teachers here, so it's really wonderful. Did you notice that need when you've come here before?
Yeah, that's the main reason why we launched it for the USA, because I saw that parents are just driving their kids, every day up and down, just pick up and drop for this class, that class. So I said, driving is such a big issue, A, and secondly, there are not that many teachers over here. So when a person like me, can use a brand name like me, and where I check out all the teachers who are there in my academy, and we have got a systematic curriculum planned out, everything, from step-by-step method of teaching and learning. So I thought that it'll really work, and it is working.
Well, you have such a vast range of music background, so many years, starting from jingles to Tamil music, Malayalam music, and Hindi music. This is one of my favorites, your Breathless.
Wow. That's great. Cassette, after a long time, I'm seeing this.
98 ki
nice.
hai, yeah.
Yeah, very nice.
Can you sing a line from that?
Of course. कोई जो मिला तो मुझे ऐसा लगता था जैसे मेरी सारी दुनिया में गीतों की रुत और रंगों की बरखा है खुशबू की आंधी है, and so on and so forth. Yeah.
Yeah, this was, I think this is what I recognized you with first. And I know a lot of people started recognize you after Dil Chahta Hai.
Wow.
So this is also a cassette. But you don't think people have these anymore?
I don't think people have cassettes anymore. I don't have it. The time for cassettes are over right now, but it's so nice to see it, Yeah. It's nice to hold a cassette, yeah. It reminds you of all your wonderful memories.
How did Breathless and some of the early work come about, and how did you move into Dil Chahta Hai?
See, it was an opportunity that I got to do a non-film album. HMB put me and Javed Akhtar Saab together. So I thought that, other than doing a regular pop album with 4 disco songs and a couple of sad songs, couple of romantic songs, which would be the normal thing, I thought, let's try something challenging, something out of the box, something that nobody's ever done before, and we tried Breathless. We had come to the USA when ZTV was launched here for the first time, and we launched it with this band called Silk, where it was Louis Banks, me, Shiva Mani, and Carl Peters, and we had this whole fusion group, and we are still very active, and we still play a lot of shows together.
Yeah. I remember that show. I think it was at the Fairmont Hotel in San Jose, and Hema Sardesai was also there.
Yeah.
So that was, I knew the band Silk, but your name at that time was very young. And then you exploded in Dil Chahta Hai, and now, with so many Karan Johar movies, such as Kal Ho Na Ho, Kabhi Alvida Na Kehna, and also Bunty and Bubbly and so much. What is the shift? How did you shift from that, and how did people's perception of you in the industry shift?
See, the shift was pretty natural, and it was it didn't happen overnight. It was gradual, and it was pretty naturally happened. But what took time was people's perception about me to change. First they thought that I could only sing jingles. Then they thought that I could sing only alaps. Then they thought I could sing only South Indian. Then they thought so. I mean, perception keeps on changing. So I'm still trying to, change their perception every year, a new thing, and people's perception still changes.
Yeah. And what has been the biggest shift for you emotionally? I mean, you're at a point where you've grown a lot in your career. And at one point, you get a lot of monetary satisfaction, you get career satisfaction, and you can pretty much choose to go in any direction. So what is emotionally important for you in which direction you want to go in?
I think two things are very important. One is, two types of music you do. And I think both should keep going to supplement each other. One is something that you do to put it in very simple words, to pay your bills. There are certain shows you do which you may not be having the best feeling about, but you get paid money for that, and you perform because you need to earn a living. So that's one type. There are certain other types of shows that you do and performances you do which you may not even get paid for it, but it really satisfies your soul, and it keeps your, as you can say, your musical energy alive. So you have got to do both to keep each other alive, and similarly, not only shows, even projects. You should do projects, both types of projects. Some things that are commercially very viable, which are not musically of that high level maybe, and some things that are musically of a tremendously high level but may not be commercially that viable. So you have to do both.
Okay. And as far as the ones that are emotionally satisfying to you, what type are those?
That is something that is musically of a very high level, and that I feel is a challenge for me, is what is emotionally very close to me.
And one of the challenging thing is when you had produced Dil Chahta Hai, you didn't have that bar yet because it was so fresh, so exciting. People were like, wow, kya gaane hai, especially that Dil title song and Jaane Kyun Log Pyar Karte Hain and all those songs. Uske baad, aapka jo graph hai has gone, with the top directors, producers. So when you get to that level, how do you keep topping yourself?
See, that's what I'm saying. So what you have to do is you have to reinvent yourself all the time. You have to always believe that you have to consciously do stuff that you've not done before. You have to look at new avenues. You have to, it's a lot of work. It's not only composing the song, it's just the implementation of your idea. That's not the big deal, because that we can do it in 10 minutes. But to reach to the path, what you want to do actually is the direction of your song is what is important.
Yeah. I think Bunty and Bubbly's Kajrare was very unique. It was a unique flavor for Shankar Ehsaan Loy. Can you sing anything of yours from that or any other that you like?
Kajrare, kajrare, tere kare kare naina. Kajrare, kajrare, tere kare kare naina. Oh mere naina, mere naina, mere naino mein chupke rehna. Kajrare, kajrare, tere kare kare naina.
Beautiful. It's a pleasure to listen to you, and I'm sure for all those students out there that are going to be entering your academy, it'll be a pleasure and a real platform for you to listen to their music.
Absolutely. It's two ways. I'm also looking forward to meeting these new, young, talented people. Not only young. Right now I can say that there's a 73-year-old man also learning from my academy. So that's a great pleasure. So all these new people who are willing to learn music and get enriched in musical in a musical art form. So I'm really looking forward to meeting talent and interacting and possibly also performing with them.
Great. Well, thank you so much for your time and for being here at TiCon 2011.
Thank you very much. Thank you.